Hello and welcome to this video on snippets in UiPath. Last week, a student had asked me to explain about snippets, and here we are. So, where do we find the snippets? We know on the left side panel, we have this projects and activities panel. This is the project panel, this is the activities panel, and right next to it is a snippets panel. And once you look at it, you will be able to find the snippets. So, a snippet is basically a short line of code or ready to go activity or set of activities that you can start using right away. They are so simple and that you don't need to write them all over again. Or let me give you another way of how to use snippets or why they were created. There are so many times that you will have to use some commonly used functions, and such as delays or maybe for each loops, and we will see all these for each loops in the next week. But so if you have any such activities, right, ready to use activity, you just drag and drop it into your main canvas. So let's see, let's say you have a series of activities, and for some reasons you want to introduce a delay for maybe 1 second, and you can, instead of writing the delay and then configuring it and putting 1 second and all that stuff, you can just drag and drop it just like that. So there we go. It's already configured for 1 second, and you don't have to do anything else unless you want to change it later on for 1.5 seconds or whatever. Otherwise, it's good to go. So that's one type of snippets we are going to look at. The other type of snippets, as I said before, is within the loops. Of course, we also see orchestration, but these are pretty advanced topics. So we'll get to these type of activities later on in the course. So for now, we will see the loop activities. For let's say you have to do something about files in your folder, and for every file in that folder you want to do something, and you just don't have to write all the code that is needed for that. You can just drag and drop that right away. So for each file in folder, you just drag it and drop it here, and lo and behold, you get the code necessary to do some basic things, with the file, with the folders and the files in your folder. And at least the basic thing here in this case that it does is it writes the name of the file. So in case you want to do a little more, you can configure this activity. You can add more contents to this and to do whatever you want to do with the file. But as a snippet, its job is to be readily available with frequently used code and ready to be dragged and dropped into your canvas, and you're good to go. That's it. Thank you, guys. Bye.